We all gon' die Wednesday. Beware the Ides of March. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. That's right, baby. The one, the only. We all gonna die Wednesday. This is it. And y'all are here.
Rest in peace to headphone users. Can you hear us now?
Yeah. Hey, buddy. We're back. There it is. We'll start it off with a bro hug. This is the one and only We All Gonna Die Wednesday. I heard a rumor there was a guy running around with another We All Gonna Die Wednesday show yet again. We appreciate the free advertisement. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Yeah. Hey, the world is screwed up enough that there's probably enough room for two We All Gonna Die Wednesdays. But you have come to the right place, my friends.
This is the first edition. This is the real
Correctamundo.
Like, he's like the cover band. We're like the original. And they say that imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. But I'm like, no, it's kind of theft.
Livingston man's a little hurt. I'm okay. I'm okay. How's everybody doing tonight? We got the new hotness. You see, I'm disappearing into the new hotness. It's encapsulating. It's encapsulating. Oh, is your green fingers and your green hair? Not used to this virtual background stuff just yet, guys. Ghost Lincoln, he done did it again. Uncle Tron says, you're the headliners. Thank you, my friend. Jay Creature, welcome. Stray Kitten, Hunter 25, Sebastian Lawyer. Sorry, but I can't do it on Wednesday. Maybe next Monday. We all hope for more time, right? That's something that we all hope for. But hey, nobody knows when your day's up. So live it to the fullest, guys. Live it to the fullest. Scotty Hummer from the free state of Texas. Welcome. Livingston Man's shirt is triggering Jay Creature. Well, is it because the Russian bot is wearing the... No, don't keep your clothes on.
What country was this shirt made in?
Let's see.
It better be fucking made in America.
It's an all-American tee. So, yeah, I would have to say it's probably made in... I can't even read. It's an all-American tee. It better be made in America. Made in the USA.
I was going to say, because I swear.
How about that?
Okay, so we're good here.
Yeah, made in America. Otherwise,
what?
You got to trash it.
Truth in advertising.
Yeah, love it. So how's everybody doing tonight? Have you survived the banking collapse thus far this week? I sure hope you have. I hope you haven't lost your shirt. So to say. Things are getting dicey, no doubt, especially in the banking sector. I love to laugh and joke about make mattress money great again, but I'm serious, man. Keep some cash at home. And a lot of people argue with me,
even just tradable items.
Well, especially on Instagram about cash. They say, when it all collapses, it will be worthless. It won't be worth anything.
I argue with you about that.
So I think you are correct. I'm not saying that anybody who's saying that is wrong. All I'm saying is
there's going to be an interim period.
In that initial real nosedive that it takes, right, guys? That initial everything's going to shit. That money still has value, and you can even if it's $100 loaf of bread. If you have that $100, you can still go get that loaf of bread, right?
That's that old, good old. That real depression shit. Take my wheelbarrow full of money to get a loaf of bread. That's Reichmark's nonsense.
And it happens. We've seen it in foreign nations. Hey, nobody's saying it can't happen here. Nobody's saying it won't happen here. I'm saying I hope it don't happen here, but y'all know how I feel. Hope is not a plan. I'm planning for it all to go to shit.
I think in your grand strategy would be to try to learn to live without such a thing. But in the short term, in your tactical standpoint, you're going to need that. Like, there's going to come a time where if, unfortunately, folks, I'm going to be a little ruthless about what I'm saying. You're gonna fleece some loser for his spam for a pile of paper that you can't eat.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's the interim thing. Don't think that that's gonna last more than not very long.
Exactly. Lucky Dame said it best. It has value until people realize it doesn't.
And more,
That's
and
the way it goes.
already people are starting
So,
to question.
When corporate America still gives it value, because we know how greedy corporate America is, they will keep the stores open until it's not safe for the employees to be there anymore. So if they're charging, a wheelbarrow full of hundreds for a loaf of bread, and you can pull the mattress money out and fill up the wheelbarrow and go get your loaf of bread before everything collapses because you think it's going to get you a little further, or your bag of rice. Loaf of bread is just I don't know, a gimmick, I guess I'm throwing out there.
Hypothetical.
Yeah, I would totally be going to get the biggest bag of rice I could get my hands on, the most dried beans I could get my hands on. But if you have that cash on hand when everything collapses and the corporate folks see you with your wheelbarrow full of money, they'd be happy to take your wheelbarrow full of money for those goods that may be worth 2 wheelbarrowfuls of money tomorrow. So something to think about it. Uncle Charlie says, buy wheelbarrows. That's right.
Unless you want to eat your money, get real stuff with it now.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Listen, follow me for financial advice. Stop paying your bills.
Yeah.
Mortgage.
Max the plastic.
Yep.
It's
mortgage.
Almost time.
Mortgage. That's time. Hilarious. Come and get it. Like, all right. Like, we're here for the mountain house. You can take it from my cold dead mouth. Okay, because I'm to the last.
Yeah.
That beef stroganoff.
Mad Shad. Again, the gold and silver, I think, is really in the beginning stages of a true collapse. We're talking true Venezuela here. The folks that had gold down there, I'm sure they sold it to try and keep their way of life going a little bit longer. But that's tough, man. You're kicking that can down the road. And again, it only has value until people say it doesn't have value anymore.
But you're like doing something with it. Like, I asked this question once. I was like, what are you going to do with it? And people are like, you can make aerospace materials, bro. You can make superconductors. I was like, are you making aerospace materials?
No, totally
Are
not.
you making superconductors?
Totally not.
Is anyone you know?
No.
Sounds like you just got a pile of worthless metal that I can't eat, drink, wear, or fuck.
Coast Lincoln says eating money is one way to get fiber. I cannot disagree with that. You might want to disinfect it first. Make sure you cook that to about 160 degrees. You want to get all that.
Some people literally wash it. Money is one of the dirtier things. In a post-apocalyptic scenario, money is going to be disgusting. Can you imagine where people pulling this stuff from? Think about it.
It's true.
It's true. Coronavirus.
My Mother Spark, thank you so much. Smash the like button, folks. And again, I brought my Mother Spark hoodie today because I love this thing. And I only got to wear it for an hour last night. Tonight, I get to wear it for the whole night. So it's cool. Outlaw Jackson says, true currency is food, ammo, and knowledge. Amen.
He's absolutely
Amen.
Right. I was wondering where he's been, Outlaw. Good to see you. I don't know if
thanks for stopping in on the We All Gonna Die Wednesday.
If I wasn't paying attention, or if he just hasn't been around for a minute.
That's right.
Man,
Outlaw is always...
He's got his own prerogative. He does what he wants. That's fine.
He's got a lot of kids running around, and they're always coughing on him and shit. And, he gets sick time to time.
I said something today. All right. No. One in the chat, if you agree with me, and hear me out before you hit one in the chat just because I said it. Landlords be like, you can't have this furry little mammal that sleeps 20 hours a day because it might scratch like the carpet.
Okay.
They're like, you can totally have this like 3-year-old toddler that acts like a complete psychopath and draws like graffiti on the walls and like sets things on fire. I don't understand it. So you said about kids. And I'm like, I feel like people should treat pets the way they treat their kids, and they should treat the kids the way they treat the pets. FTK.
That's a sign of society going downhill, guys. East Tennessee Preparedness. Thank you so much. From what I hear, this is number one. This is the very first one off of the presses. So I got number one, but y'all can have number 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Go get them. Go get them. You got to go to My Mother Spark channel and check out her link and get yourself a hoodie.
You do that. See, she's My Mother Spark.
Yeah, MMS with the wrench. The blue wrench.
And you click on her
lady.
picture, and you'll be like,
fantastic YouTube channel.
Magically transported.
Yeah. A lot of knowledge. Right
I'd
there.
suggest.
She healed me. I was like at my sickest on like Christmas. She helped heal me. And forever grateful. Forever grateful.
And she's one of them like Southern belles, isn't she?
Oh, she's fantastic.
She's got
fantastic.
She's got a bit of a drawl to her. I like it.
Yeah.
Charming and a great gal. Met her myself. She gave me bacon.
That'll do it. That'll do it.
So with that and all that shit, anybody? Can you feel it? Feel that?
I don't know.
Huh?
Everything went to shit there. It all went to shit. No, what you needed was the stream key off of this. It says excellent connection. 5x5 says Rapture ready. We are indeed back. The background is whacking out. Everything's going nuts right now. Can you just switch to the other camera there, Livingston? Man, I don't even care about the green screen. Holy shit. Power went out and the wheels came off the wagon. Software wasn't working. Nothing was working. Livingston man is taking himself a little break right now. The bot was he was hardwired. Yeah, it snapped out for a second, Hunter, and that was it, man. That was it. Yeah, it totally just zonked us. Totally. Yeah, that was rough. And now the fancy new software is Rapture Ready says, do it again. It was fun. Can't hear y'all yell loud. Could be that the microphones are everything just dark. The speakers popped so loud it scared the shit out of me. I thought we had like a short in the outlet or something. But no, everybody's power went out for like a split second and then back on. Cat Lady says she can hear us. My mother Spark says no yelling. It's we all going down Wednesday. We gotta yell. The
fucking computer almost died.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for sticking around. That was unfucking believable.
Really appreciate
Nothing but
guys.
Apologies for this absolute horseshit. 2 nights in a row now.
Holy cow.
You guys are really something else, and you deserve a round of applause. One in the chat for y'all. Because unbelievable.
There you go on the solar generator. If so, what do you have? 1 minute of charge? We get a little longer. Oh man, black helicopters. It could be. Totally could be. Absolutely totally could be. Yeah, just turn that off of that and just go right to your camera. Correct Amundo.
Oh, that's what the camera's fucking busy. Fucking
it should work.
Acting like an asshole.
It should work just fine.
If I thought the computer would feel it, I would have punched it in both its fucking faces. I swear to God.
Yeah, it's totally whacked out now. It's saying that the cameras are busy here and nothing's working. So it's off the rails. The big fancy visual we all gonna die Wednesday effect.
Maybe we'll just burn all the.
Maybe that's why Bear Independent keeps it so simple. He just sits there and takes the papers out and.
Boy.
Welcome to the brief.
Yeah, good.
I'm Mike from Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival.com. Yeah.
I do, Jay Creature's like, no one talks smack about you guys. I was here watching the chat. Like, the chat worked fucking fine, just nothing else.
Yeah, chat was fantastic. Everything else, well, except for that section in the dark. It was pretty dark. Yeah, had to pull out the flashlight. And
we have these big studio monitors here, and it went pow when it shut off. Scared the shit out of me.
So loud.
I thought that was it, y'all. I thought we had the EMP right there.
Yeah, Estain, welcome to We All Gonna Die Wednesday. Yeah. Wow,
but,
that was wild.
The funny thing now about nobody talks smack about you guys. As soon as it went dark, I was like, fucking Jay Creature. I was like, this fucking guy.
Yeah, he did.
Nobody talked smack about you.
Threw the EMP grenade at the house.
I couldn't even handle his comments anymore. I was like,
just threw that tree at the wires, made the lights go out. Marco, yes, Mickwick fire starters. Jay Creature can attest. He pretty hammered. made himself a campfire without hurting himself or setting anything outside of the fire pit on fire, from what I gathered. Although the video wasn't that long, so I don't know if he kept it contained or properly extinguished his fire.
It's like a deep fake. You know, he shows you like what he wants you to see. You know?
It's Jay Creature's deep fake video.
I want to jump right back in. When I got cut off by the power strike there.
Yeah, you know what the problem was? He was talking about the kids.
Well, no, I was actually going to chime in on this person's comment like an hour ago where they talked about
It was Patty S. Patty S was talking about the squirt gun to clean yourselves when the Great Depression comes.
As a bidet. And that's fine. Now, what that brought me to was where I saw that they were recalling a bunch of like
plastic squirt guns.
No, like water bottles. I don't know if they're Nalgene's or whatever, because it's one of those clickbaits. Click here to find out which water bottle is killing you and your whole family.
Turns out it's all of them. Go figure.
So they got the PBBAs or whatever. They said they ain't got it. But wouldn't you know it, you and I can't test for that. So all they got to say is it doesn't have it. And we're like, oh, good thing. Turns out
they do have
it. They had it
the whole time.
So this boils down to anybody, and I'm going to go out on a limb here and be like, if your stuff was made in China,
it's probably not good for you.
Check this out. Like, I'm just saying, go on Google and look up water bottle recall. It happened. It was a thing. I don't know.
There's actually another recall I saw today, which was a big Purina dog food recall. Big time, big time. It's got like super high levels of vitamin D in it. And I guess it can cause a lot of problems with your dog's kidneys or liver or something like that.
I'll make it real clear to the Purina Pet Food Corporation.
They're terrible.
You hurt my dog. You're going to see what a food factory fire looks like.
See, things happen magically all the time. Shit burning down. Live stream burnt down tonight. Holy shit. And here we are hanging out in front of a green screen. At least I still got some fly-ass gear on.
That's what the actual background looked like. Look, no artifacts here.
Yeah. Yeah. Lucky Dame, it all went to shit, sister. Everything powered, blinked off, and everything came crashing down.
Jay Creature, what a poser. I put rocks in the sun and wait for them to get sort of hot enough to cook eggs. If it doesn't do it, well, I eat it anyway. You know what?
Yeah, he says the live stream series literally made him switch back to cast iron. Hey, if you guys, there's a good series on, I think it's on Netflix. It's called The Devil That We Know, or The Devil We Know. And it's all about DuPont and their nonstick chemicals.
I mean, the devil you know is better than the devil you don't.
That's some nasty stuff.
It's the forever chemicals, and now Hunter will know all about the forever chemicals.
Yeah, they're a part of us forever.
Like my grandfather want to sit here looking at me hard, like, oh, look at the lead in my blood. I'm like, look at the microplastics in my blood. The future is now, old man.
I'm practically. That's why my bones don't break.
Lighter weight,
flexible,
buoyant, non-biodegradable. I'm like, you are a fossil with your lead.
Let's see, Virginia Bushcrafter, welcome. Let's see who else is here. Fuzz Fork, with Tyson closing 2 chicken plants, you will be grilling bugs on your grill this summer. Oh man, is it cicada season again? I know Outlaw, you loves to grill the cicadas. Mrs. B Local says we use Diamond Naturals for nonstick cookware. Good call.
Cast iron, my favorites.
Yeah, cast iron's the way to go. If you have it, use it. If you don't have it,
you ain't bugging out with that shit. Don't put that in your backpack.
No.
If you're bugging in, cast iron, bro.
Yeah, that's the way to go. I've been slowly collecting more cast iron. I like to find them at yard sales and throw them in the coals and burn all the crap off them and refinish them myself. And just have some, new old cast iron. That stuff's good as long as it's not cracked. It's good to go.
There's a great TikTok, Instagram, social media thing where a guy has just been continuously
seasoning.
He's up to, last I knew, he's 87 coats or something like that. this pan, wow.
It'll cook anything. It doesn't just sit on top. Yeah, wipe it out with a napkin, and you're all good to go. Yeah, love the cast iron. Definitely getting more into it. It's a different kind of cooking though. So be prepared to burn some shit when you get your cast iron. Keep the pizza guy on speed dial when you're learning to cook with your cast iron, because it's gonna happen, man. It's gonna happen. You're gonna fill the house with smoke. You're gonna burn your shit. It's gonna stick to it. When in doubt, oil out. More oil, right? Keep it floating above the cast iron.
Well, so your oil. Of course, everyone knows this, but if you didn't, your oil, depending on which oil you use, by its smoke point, they call it,
Okay.
tell you how hot your pan is.
There you go.
So I believe it in terms of just general cooking oils. Canola is the lightest oil.
Okay.
Smoke sooner, something like
Olive oil. Maybe?
Olive oil be second.
Yep.
Heavy vegetable oil like third. Let's say you got the 3.
Mhm.
So if your vegetable oil starts smoking, turn that shit off and step away from it and don't even touch it. It's too hot. You're 500 and something degrees at this point. Olive oil smokes out like shorter than that. And canola smokes out like 375, something like that. So you can use the
smoke point of the oil.
If your oil in your pan, if your cast iron pan is smoking when you're heating it up, it's too high. Turn it down.
There you go. There you go. Sonia Riggs says cook at a lower heat. That's right. And Rapture Ready says don't wash the cast iron.
Or your underwear.
That's
Hell yeah. Fuzz Fork 8. I hear you. Who washes their undies? I wear them once and throw them away.
So Michelle the Great says vegetable oil, and my mother Spark says she uses corn oil. See? Different strokes for different folks. Everybody's got their thing.
Corn oil and vegetable oil. Now, Michelle the Great, is she Canadian?
No, she's a New Yorker.
Which one's the Canadian?
Canadian, Northern Girl Hotties.
That's it. Sorry, Michelle. I did not mean to confuse. Well, because I was just I was just looking at the 2 different uses. Vegetable oil probably came from corn. Most things in America come from corn.
Oh, yeah.
Case in point, rule of thumb, if it's on the ingredients and you can't pronounce it, it's from corn. Dextromethorphan, what the is that?
Corn.
Corn.
Yep,
Something
it's corn. Ghost Lincoln says, I need more plastics in my diet. I broke 3 ribs 2 weeks ago. I want buoyancy bones. That's right. Bouncy bones.
Well, it's true.
Man, 3 ribs. Oy, bro.
You hear about, you got carbon-based life forms. Some people think it could be silicone-based life forms. And it's got, like, humans are going to become this, like, carbon
plastic
fiber,
hybrid.
this carbon fiber hybrid thing.
Yeah, it's all those microplastics.
Super strong. Who doesn't want the adamantium skeleton?
That's right. Hunter and seizes his cast iron with motor oil. My dude. Yeah.
No, I mean,
really
there's
puts the that flavor in your meat.
And it depends on what kind you want. Do you want like the Montreal style where it came from a diesel engine, or do you want the Omaha style where it came from a gas engine?
Cowboy Kent Rollins has a video on caring for cast iron and a lot of good recipes, says Lucky Dame Preparedness. I will absolutely check out Cowboy Kent Rollins. Check it out, folks. If you're in the cast iron. Lucky Dame throwing it out there for us. Appreciate it, sister. Thank you so much. So why we all gonna die this Wednesday? We got bank failures, Livingston, man. We got Russian jets dumping fuel on Reaper drones. Yeah, so I think so honestly, I think what they tried to do is they tried to set it on fire. I think they tried to fly over it, dump jet fuel on it, then fly in front of it, hit it with the afterburners, get that sucker to light up, and they can watch it burn from their cool little camera, right?
Give it like 2 days. The YouTube video of these pilots doing this will probably be out.
No, they probably have. If it's Russian propaganda, they have it blocked. Yeah,
they are known for doing this. If you're going to believe the narrative, which is like Russian pilots are known to be aggressive, dangerous, But it's I think if nothing else, either they probably actually are, and it's probably part of their training. You're a fighter jet pilot. You should go up there and give it to them, And so I think that their conduct reflects their training. These guys aren't. These are fighter jets, nonetheless. These aren't just dumb Russians flying.
Oh, yeah. No,
they know how to use them.
Yeah, it's an Su-27. It's like their latest, greatest fighter jet.
Yeah, they know how to use them. They know how to fly them. And they're like doing the same thing American pilots do. If an American pilot did this, we'd be all like, oh, look, because I was inverted. You know what I'm saying? But, Russian pilot takes their shit on a Reaper drone. Everybody's like, how dare they?
So they said it was a collision that caused this thing to come down.
They said he tipped the wing. That's classic unmanned aircraft thing. That's how they killed the buzz bombs, the V1s over London. They learned they couldn't shoot them down. They were a little too fast. It wasn't... but they could just fly right up next to him and tip the wing and fuck them all up.
Huh. Interesting.
It's a World War II tactic.
Very, very interesting.
Look up V1 flying bomb. They were the father of the ballistic cruise missile.
Okay. All right. Very cool. Very cool. But, you know, what it brings about is more tension, especially between us and Russia. We're flying these things. It wasn't, you know, Angry was talking about it this
bound to
morning,
happen, right?
that it wasn't over the Russian border. It was near the Russian border, which means it was in somebody else's backyard.
We say it was in international airspace. They decided to
Over the Black Sea, they finally, I guess, ditched this thing. And intentionally brought it down, and a mad scramble to recover that thing. I mean, the Russians would love to know what kind of hardware we have inside of these surveillance
drones. This is
drones.
one of these M9 Reaper drones.
Yeah.
So was it the RQ one, whichever?
It was an MQ-9 Reaper. So, I mean, those things, they haul missiles, they hit targets, they do just about everything. I think this one was just up for surveillance purposes. I don't think it had any missiles on it. But nevertheless, that thing is at the bottom of the Black Sea, and everybody's swimming out to try and get to it and find that technology and reverse engineer it as much as they can.
Well, you think about it too, is that they were able to locate it, identify it, intercept it,
And down
make
it.
contact,
Yeah.
and physically touch it. If the story's to be believed, this Russian pilot like literally shit on the thing like a pigeon.
Yeah,
and then
just
knocked it out of here.
sent it for a ride.
Later. So there goes your billions of dollars in tax money. That's why Flint, Michigan ain't got clean water. That's why your kids don't get a proper education.
It's true.
Because some punk ass
the
Russian
Defense Department, bro.
Because some punk ass Russian pilot can fly up on your drone and be like,
Uncle Tron said it's a $30 million drone.
Yeah.
Damn.
go ahead and
Damn.
put $30 million in
Damn.
your kid's school and see what happens.
Ghost
Yeah.
Lincoln says they tried to teabag it and failed.
Oh, they brought it
did
down.
they? I mean, come on. He totally put his nuts on your drone, bro.
All I heard was he shit on the drone.
Totally.
He shit on it like a pigeon. Why the fuck does a Su, like, whatever they are, 25?
I think it was a SU-27 that did it.
They have the ability to spray fuel.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, well, they typically dump fuel if they got to come in for a shitty landing and they're too heavy. They need, you know, whatever the case may be. But they have the ability to dump fuel. Most aircraft have the ability to dump fuel.
Call me a Russian bot.
Go figure. Go figure.
But I commend the Russian pilots for like pulling some like this is like a jackass stunt. They just were like, look at this thing. Let's go do this. Like, you know, I mean, what? It's actually kind of playful.
Jay Creature said his Mavic Mini 3 was $1,200 and crashes itself. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. I hope you were able to recover it. And hope you had the refresh care on that bad boy, too. Because that sucks, man.
See, what we see here is a double standard and a bit of a false narrative, I think I'm going to call it. I'm not sure that's right. But it's that, again, if America did this, Russian drone got caught fucking lacking and we shit on it like a pigeon.
Yeah,
knocked
everybody
it off
be
course
like,
a
yeah,
chump.
bro.
Hell yeah, because Russia's garbage, but then Russia does it to us and we're like,
that's so fucked up,
how
man.
dare you escalate tensions,
Yeah.
bro?
Why you
What's
shit on the
up,
Reaper
man?
drone?
Yo, bro, that was $30 million. So what if it was spying on your citizens, man? What's up with that? I can't believe you shot down an unmanned aerial aircraft.
It's true.
You ever see what these Ukrainians are like doing to them with drones? Russians don't like drones.
No,
They drop grenades on them.
so you know, I think it's interesting to see everybody doing their little drone things. You know, Ukraine goes over with a little grenade and drops their drone, and
until the FBI does that.
Well,
to you.
then they use those the Switchblade drones that we gave them, that they shoot out of like a mortar tube, and they come out and the wings go out, and those are kamikaze drones, right? They have
It's
a
like
charge in them.
lock-on.
Yeah, fly in and explode.
Those are made to hit magnetic targets.
Wait until you see
Them
what
use that shit
China-
on protesters here in America.
what China can bring to bear. They have things that look like the HIMARS, right? You got all these big tubes all lined up in the back of a truck, but instead of firing missiles, it's every tube is full of like 20 of these suicide drones, and they next thing you know, there's 1,000 little drones coming at you in a swarm, and they all just guide and seek and destroy. That's big trouble. I think that is the warfare of World War III. We're going to see a lot of drone swarms. We're going to see a lot of drone attacks. They're cheap. They're highly effective. And it
completely demoralizing.
And it keeps your soldiers out of harm's way.
Well, not only that, but for who you're attacking, you're never safe from the damn thing.
Yeah,
it's a demoralizing weapon.
Absolutely,
It's
absolutely.
the flamethrower of like 21st century warfare here. You can never hide from a thing. Like there's constant videos of Ukrainians dropping them on Russians.
Yeah,
taking
just
a crap.
hand grenades, mortars, anything.
And anybody can buy that. Go on Amazon right now. I'm not recommending it.
And buy yourself a drone.
All you need is a Mavic, a DJI Mavic, and the payload kit, something like that, so it can carry stuff, and you can remotely pick up and drop things. That's all they're doing.
Yeah.
So what this is going to lead to is a proliferation of this. It's going to go too far.
Absolutely.
Big arms race and drone, electronic warfare, all this battle space, right? The only counter against this is electromagnetic pulse attack. It
Correct.
will nullify that capability.
Absolutely.
The higher tech you get, actually, the more vulnerable you. As you're
the more plugged in you are.
Stupid snowstorm, the stupid kapoom, we just died for an hour.
The big studio, the big lights, the big computer, the big everything. Had we been live from the phone, you probably would have lost us for a couple of seconds. But hey, simplified technology isn't always the worst thing.
So it breeds escalation.
Absolutely,
right?
absolutely.
To counter these new threats, as they'd call them, weapons, whatever you want to call them, every nation seeks what they call parity. So the Russians have this missile. It's basically understood that the United States has something equivalent.
Oh, yeah.
So as everyone keeps ramping up, it turns into an arm race where everyone has to stay equal, keep up with the Joneses, as you will. And then it comes to the logical conclusion where only some sort of weapon of mass destruction can level the playing field. And this is completely where we're headed right now.
Yep. Hunter says, my neighbor has a drone. I don't need one. Ha. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Robert Lennon says, goose loads will take care of that. Good old lead shot. Coffee First then Speaks, heading out. Have a great night. Thank you so much for stopping by. We all gonna die Wednesday and sticking with us through the technical glitches this evening.
We've had a really heavy wind here, plus we're just getting over the nor'easter. And
there's a lot of loose branches up there. We call them widowmakers. They hide up in the tree and wait for you to set your tent up underneath them, fall in the middle of the night, kill you. So you gotta watch out for them. There's a ton of them right now. Let's see. Robert Winslow says, have the Livingston man dump the fuel from the mothership over China.
It's intensely radioactive. I mean, it would cause an international incident for sure. No love for China. Okay. True Russians do not like China either.
Michelle the Great says, just tape some dollars to a drone and fly it over Ukraine. It will be safe. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like that's all we do anymore is just shovel the money over there. Shovel it over.
You know, I've seen people compare our banter in some homoerotic way.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like what's slept on is Hunter and Jay Creature's banter. This is Twilight stuff.
Oh,
it's they're in here talking about his nubs and
there's a total love story going on here. Total.
The word penis is
right
involved.
in the chat.
I said penis because he did.
Robert Lennon says, I tell my kids to look up for limbs hanging. Always got to check, man. That's like step one when you're setting up a campsite is always look up. Make sure all those branches are clear. Nothing hanging, no dead trees. And Jay Creature wants to go right to the aliens. Yep. We need an alien menace threat to straighten things out. I think...
They're not coming.
No. But I think, again, man, we did the stream with Prepper Now, and we were talking about how...
It's getting heavy. Somebody give these guys some money. Now we got a bang. He just came right straight forward. There it is. Okay, get out the closet.
It's come off the rails.
This is what we came back to. Did a lot of work.
Just a couple guys hanging out in front of a green screen that doesn't work.
It's green. It works.
Yeah.
Green screen works.
It's
great.
working.
It's the 5 stars on Amazon.
It's the program on the other side. Is that one frozen? Yeah, that one's frozen.
Absolute garbage is completely insane here.
Oh man.
We done pushed the wrong buttons.
I didn't do it.
Metaphorically and physically, I guess.
Jay Creature says we've been primed for the aliens. Absolutely. Primed and probed. And is it even there? No. No. You got nothing, man. Got nothing. I don't even think Bram works. Oh, it works. It works. We got Bram, but no. No air explosion tonight.
Sorry, not tonight.
No.
Oh, anyway, what about this guy? There he is.
Oh yeah, some of it works.
Can we nuke him from here? Nope. Airstrike failed. Christ. Wagner shit.
It's true.
It's tough being Russian, okay? I mean, it's complete inferiority. The United States is like, hey, bro, there's like one guy in a bunker. We got like 15 dudes outside. We don't feel like going in. Can we get an airstrike? They're like, oh, fuck yeah, bro. They hit him with like that Moab. They're like, nah. Like one guy got smoked.
Yeah, Russia's blew the whole top off a mountain for 2 dudes.
Russia's like, I need an airstrike right now. They're like,
no,
you don't.
Uncle Tron says, Mike, I sent you an alien video on Instagram today from Canada. Awesome. I'll have to check it out, Uncle Tron. Thank you so much.
I saw that video.
Did you?
I did.
Canadian aliens, eh? Yeah,
I was, with no disrespect. As a casual viewer,
Here it comes.
In the interest of transparency and skepticism, I had to imagine that what he was focused on was Jupiter, and that it seemed to move around because his phone was jumping.
So, okay.
And so, if that can be proven without a doubt, like then okay. But until then, like, as a skeptic of this sort of thing, listen.
Interesting.
I got to be like, here's why that can't happen, and when you whittle all that away, is where the truth is. So I appreciate your UFO video. I really do. Let's get the better camera out next time.
Hey, the guy was having trouble using his camera. I saw the video that you were talking about. He didn't know how to zoom.
Now, I'm not saying that what you saw didn't happen. I'm saying that what I can say is that I could go out, drink a pot of coffee, and shake my camera and it might look exactly the same.
It's true. Micro Wolf says, that's where you set up the mother-in-law tent under the Widowmaker. All your problems get solved. That's rough. Marco says he was focused on Uranus.
It's hard not to.
Guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us tonight. I really appreciate you sticking with us through the technical difficulties. It was total annihilation tonight. Oh, there it is. Look at that.
Some shit works. We have limited.
It goes.
We have limited capability.
This way. Devil Dog Prepper, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. You're late, but good news is you missed the shit show earlier, and you can tell by the green screen behind us that things didn't quite go as planned. We had a little bit of brisk breeze here, took down the power momentarily, and took forever to try and get this sucker back rolling again. Programs failing left and right. Nightmare. Mad Shed says, why is it the camera is always either really fuzzy or extremely high quality, but very, very close? I agree.
All right, so extremely high quality and very close is potentially real.
Yeah.
The photographer is generally excited and is like, look at this. When it's like garbage fuzzy from 300 miles away, it's like, that's a guy in a suit.
It's tough.
That's a guy in a suit, man.
So the ones that get me are the government released ones.
We did charge the crystals. We even held them and did this whole bro shit.
Yeah, we did that. We did the whole thing, man.
Maybe we grounded ourselves. That's why the lightning struck.
Yeah. The whole thing. The ones from the U.S. military aircraft where these objects are going in and out of the ocean, like without slowing down, without anything. Those are the ones that really whack me out when you can hear their banter about it and they're like what the heck is this thing? You know, look at it. Did you just watch it go into the water? Holy crap, what the heck is this thing? You know, these are Navy or Air Force pilots. These are highly trained individuals. They've seen some shit and they are a little weirded out by this thing. So that's enough to make the, you know, freaky shit hairs on the back of my neck go woo woo.
I love animals, okay? I'm in the woods with a camera and or a shotgun. I see Bigfoot. I'm going to solve the mystery right then and there.
You know, bring home your Yeti. Bring him home.
Well, they're like, it's illegal. And I'm like, yeah, but I solved the mystery here.
I didn't see any. DC has zero laws about
it's
Bigfoot.
like me, like, listen, the people I grew up with, like, we would have beat ET to death with hammers. I can assure you.
Lucky Dame says it's the giant underwater squids. They can fly. Hey, man.
We don't know that. We don't know that.
Totally could be. Totally could be. K. Paul, good thing, man. You missed everything coming off the rails. When this plays back, you will see that it's much shorter than what it looks like right now, because we took about a 20, 25 minute hiatus through the middle of this, and a lot of folks stuck with us.
You're a real MVP.
Hey, man, because the chat is lit. We have the best subscribers in the business, hands down.
Absolutely. You guys, you come here, you like entertain yourselves. Like we're like an afterthought. Like y'all just talking to each other, I think, half the time.
It's true. It's true. This is the Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival chat room now.
Community.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Could you do me a favor though? Could you switch that to all? Because I think I'm missing some messages here. I'm missing some messages, man. But thank y'all for joining us tonight, man. We really appreciate it. Latina Prepper, thank you for the thumbs up. Really appreciate it. Smash that like button if you don't mind, guys. It helps out with the algorithm a little bit. We appreciate all the donations that we've got from you guys. Polar eclipse is coming back, Livingston, man. We got the
episodes 1, 2, and 3 are live on YouTube.
Right. That's right.
Check them out. We would really love that. It's a step outside of more of a science fiction, docu-fiction. Yeah. I'm not sure what the hell you call it.
We're having a lot of fun with it. And who knows where that road is going to lead us, Livingston, man. So stick with us, folks. We're grinding it. We're grinding it. We really appreciate you joining us tonight. Thanks again so much. Have a great day tomorrow and stay safe, folks. Hudson Valley Prepping Survival, we out of here.